Hello. In this video, I will demonstrate four-voice part writing using root position triads whose roots are a fifth apart. And in this video, we will learn about voice leading pattern number 3, the third to third leap, which is the least common voice leading pattern. We'll rarely use this. The third to third leap means that the third from one chord will leap to the third in the next chord in the same voice. So let's write out our notes for our first two chords, taking care to double the root. And our second chord is a C. All right, so let's first spot where the third of each chord is. Here's the third of our first chord. And here's the third of our second chord. All right, so one of the voices will go from B flat and it will leap up to the E. The other two voices, however, we want to do as little movement as possible. So we can have a common tone still if we rearrange those notes. So I'm going to rearrange the C and the G. Now I have the G here, so I have a common tone. And I have the C here, which is just down by step. Okay, so here is our leap right here between these two voices. Otherwise, the other voices can move by common tone or by step. Let's put those voices in. So my B flat is here in the tenor. So I'm going to have that go up to the E. And then I'm going to have my G remain the same. And I'm going to have my D travel down to C. So here's our third to third leap. The alto has a common tone. The other one, the soprano voice, moves down by step. So that's the pattern with the third to third leap. We would only use this if we wanted to kind of change the position that the chord was in. But again, it's very rare. I'll finish this out using our most common method, which is holding a common tone. So our final chord, we will need F, F, A, and C. It looks like the tenor voice is close to F, so I will try that. And I can hold the common tone C in the soprano. And I can move by step up to the A in the alto. So notice that from the second chord to the third chord, we have the common tone pattern. The common tone in this case occurs in the soprano. And this voice leading pattern sounds like this. The leap is hidden by the smoothness of the other voices. Again, this is not ideal voice leading. Sometimes we need to do this, but it is very rare.